Hey everybody, welcome in. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Where are my earbuds? They're my earbud. Res1, welcome in. Congrats on being first. Wilger, how you doing? I actually slept last night. Wasn't the best sleep, but I slept. Sleep does help. Yes, it was needed. It was very, very much needed. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot. So I started using the script this morning. Well, a while, not this morning, but a little bit ago. That is used for starting up things when I open OBS. Why, yes, I do. Okay, that's weird. I had some weird stuff this morning too when I started up. Like my terminal that I used for some of the stuff, it gave me this weird like, ooh, the process is exited. Close this terminal. Why? What? No. Why would I? No. Press one. That's interesting. Ah. Okay, I would say that makes sense, but to me it doesn't. Because why strip it? Gecko, yes. Yes, it is what I would like to see inside our shed or our ranger station because I need a place for the key to hide. But I think what I might do instead is do all the exteriors of the buildings, like all the shells, and then we'll worry about decorating the inside later. Gecko, that might happen. It's so what I was looking at here is, you know, if I do put a safe in there, then that's going to be the first place people look. But I'm never going to hide it in the safe. Like In some levels, it might be just hanging out on the couch. Sometimes it might be next to a coffee maker if I can make a coffee maker. Berserker, welcome in. Good morning. You know, sometimes it might be in a desk. I don't know. Also, something else that I wanted to do here. But this doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be. I'm looking for. I'm trying here. Words are hard. I want to do something special today. I mean, you know, since the original plan was to do. Res 1. No, I've got a timer just to keep it going. So the downside of sleeping all night is I didn't have ice on my face all night. Just right before I fell asleep. So I am a little bit more swollen today. But hoping that that clears up a bit. Is that all right? I need to leave one message here. Dropped my eyes. No, I've got a tooth abscess that I'm taking antibiotics for. Strong antibiotic. I'm also taking ibuprofen for pain, and then I'm rinsing my mouth like 75 times a day. Give me a second to send out this message. Res 1, because it's an infected tooth. So if you look at my face, you can see it's swollen. It's not as bad as it was. It was really bad the other day. But what the heck? What the heck? That's two camera. I don't know why that changed, but yeah, I'm taking these to get rid of the infection around my tooth. So hopefully, if I could come up with the money, I can get it fixed. All right, there we go. There we go. I sent out that message. Okay, so we've got this. Maybe it is time to work on another building. Well, actually, no, I want to finish this window. I think we're going to do that with a very, very thin cube. Res 1, I think anybody can be a game dev. Anybody who knows programming and is willing to take the time to learn, even if they don't know programming, anybody. I mean, there are so many different options. What did I just undo? Let's redo that. Dude, I can't design shit. Everything that I've made, I've used something as an inspiration, as a reference. Ironic, good to see ya. I mean, yeah, Mikeko has it exactly right. There are so many helpers out there. And I don't mean, well, they're people. They're definitely people. But like, if you want to make a 2D game, and yeah, I mean, come on. Kenny gives you everything you need to get shit started. Even if you take the stuff, it's all CC0. So you can take whatever and adjust it to the way that you like it. Sorry. I'm 12. That looks like somebody took a black light to a peep show. Um hey. But all these assets, you know, they're free to use. If you want to prototype a game just using it, you can. Just use this stuff and then, you know, when the time comes, change out the sprites or whatever. I love Kenny's assets so much that I actually paid for them quite a while ago. But I mean, come on. Yes, FPS starter kit for Godot, basic scene starter kit. Man, Kenny is a god. I've got Asset Forge. Ooh. These are new. I need to pick these up. And if anybody wants to be really nice and pick up Asset Forge for me, that'd be nice. I think I already have Asset Forge. Or do I? I've got one of his tools here. It's oh, I've got Kenny Shape here. I think. Yeah, I've got Kenny Shape. I want Asset Forge. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the what I'm getting at is if you can't art, if you can't design, somebody has designed for you that you can use as inspiration. I mean, if we look at our friend Practical, he's very open about the fact that, you know, most of the art in his game, you know, aside from uh definitely not Celeste and Cat and Sushi and, you know, quite a few of the bricks, are assets that he's picked up from somewhere out there and just edited to make his own. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's a great book called Steal Like an Artist, by, I think it's Austin Keon, that I highly recommend anybody who's into designing anything at any level use. And then the other the other one is Everything's a Remix, which is more of a video series, but it is a great, it's some great inspiration, you know. And honestly, half of it is just Mikeko, yes, I love that. I've watched that so many times, and I watch it over and over and over again because it just makes sense. Because there are no, truly original ideas anymore. Everything is a remix of something else. I mean, every story is basically a retelling of, especially action movies. Every one of them is basically a retelling of the monomyth, the hero's journey. All right, now it's time to figure some shits out. It's a window. The windows to the walls. Fire makes this bear crawl. Ah. I have no idea if this is going to work or how it's going to work. Ironic, have you ever made glass in Blender? Well, I like that response. Is it something that I could bake? Like I know it's unlikely, but that I could bake a glass texture, but I'm thinking, at least trying to think. If I make the base color, shit. L. Assign. Yeah, I was thinking about putting the cracks in. Well, you know what? Now would be a great time for some of that inspiration, right? Let's take this whole damn thing out. I mean, there, check that out. Right off the bat. Ooh, yeah, good call, good call. We're not actually going to use this one, but we're going to steal like an artist. I think. Maybe. Let's screen studio. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Pigorli, welcome in. It is good to see you. All right, where is El window? Oh, there is the window. And the window that you can only see through one direction. Interesting. Like it's like shading everything through it. But let's see how the let's see how the glass is made. Apparently there is a glass BSDF. Transparent BSDF. Now, I'm not sure how that, if it will at all translate into Godot. That's definitely something to take into consideration here. Let's see. Godot make glass. No, not class. Ooh. What is going on here? Oh, damn it. Get out of here with your window and your window and your window. Your evil son. But Res 1, if I understand that you already paid for the license, but I mean, honestly, if I'm going to be making something on Mac, I'm going to be using OBS. I'm just I'm just going to hit that record button on OBS and go with it. Hit that big record button. That tasty record button. That record button. Hey Ryan, welcome in. Also, I forgot to say hi to Pigorly, didn't I? Hey Pigorly, it's Poop again. Oh, well, in that case, fuck off. I mean, love you, appreciate you being here. Reswin, I said congrats on being first. That's what it does. Wait a greasy moment. Oh. This needs to be skeleted. Looks like we're aligned. I Res1, what do you want? Like edible arrangement sent to your house? Sorry, I can't pull that one off. I can just thank you. And right, in case I didn't say, I'm making a window for my station house. Okay, this is definitely going to be a new shader material. This is definitely going to go into the assets shaders. Let's get funky with it. Ooh, Pigorly coming in with a handy link here. And here I was going to do everything the most difficult way possible. The glass is not rendered behind another glass. A noise-based shader variation. Okay, and this one based on normal map. Okay. Well, fuck it. Let's see. I mean, it's definitely shiny. Is it too shiny? A little bit too reflective here. Ah, parameters. Tint color. Ooh, no, I don't want it tinted. No tint. Wait, do I have to have tint? If I don't have tint? Okay, I'm seeing a reflection of itself. Like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do to try and see. Okay, from the outside in, or from the inside out. I would swallow my pride. I can only kind of see through here. For science. I can do that. This is definitely for science. Tell you what, here's what we'll do. Station. Now. Oh, you can barely see him, but he's there. Oh, he's there. Apparently I need some tint. No, I don't want tint though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like a really fine line here because it's so freaking dark. Let's reposition the sun. Oh, we're even getting nice little. Ah, Sooty in 3D, only it's half 3D, and the rest is just best of luck. All right, so we have to have at least some color, backlight color. All right. So that's making sense. Now, if I turn that down, I'm not really noticing any difference there. That actually does not look bad. All right, Ryan, take care. Have a good time at work. Now let's see. Ooh, is he? Well, that's not right. He's reflecting like right on top of himself. That's odd. Let's see. I that that's not what I'm wanting to see. And I think maybe it's happening on the inside too. And a little bit of reflection is okay, but I don't want like see that he's reflected like immediately there. Pigorley, this was a great test. Like he's also not looking at himself here. Well, I hope nobody planned on sleeping tonight. But it's like it's reflecting its own. And this is going to bug the shit out of me. Oh yeah, definitely worth experimenting. I'm trying to see if I can understand what's happening. So we can get that. The texture, we're getting the screen texture, okay. Don't have a normal map. I think it's coming from the specular. Well, maybe not. It looks like it's coming from the albedo. Well, this was created in Visual Shader. And I don't want to overload the GPU for a single window either. I mean, if we have to, ooh, 90 goose eggs, nice. If we have to just have transparent right there with maybe some reflection on top of it. Oh, Pigorli, that one was so close too. That was a good drop. All right, as I'm starting up, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, back. Welcome in, Exceldro. How you doing today, my friend? It's good to see you. And TD? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know why I'm saying uh-oh. But I'm saying uh-oh. Welcome in. It's good to see y'all. Currently working on making a window for the cabin that Sooty is going to be looking for you in, and it's going to be just trying to get reflections right and all that good stuff. But let's change the texture a little bit. Let's make it a little, no, not like that. Man, I wish that I understood shaders just a little bit more. Like I'm starting to grasp parts of it, but ooh, here's another question. Is the light coming through? Does it allow the light to pass through and hit the wall? Doesn't quite look like it. Folks, if you don't know Exceldro, you know that OBS plugin that you like? There's like a 95% chance that he made it. So be sure to go give him a follow. TD, your shout out's coming up as soon as I can. Oh, there, now I can. Right, so yeah, that's a downside, but let's see. Is there a way to let the light pass all the way through? I mean, we see it there. Also, be sure to follow Terrier Darts. A lot of good stuff with StreamerBot, StreamUp stuff. Which reminds me, TD, do you know anything about when StreamUp's going to update to have the new Twitch, whatever they're called, the biddy redeem thingies? Pick a tile. You know, the whole message effect thing, or Gigantify, or on-screen celebration. Like this. Yeah, Bigorly, there was something specific that I was trying out I wanted to try to use the compositing, and then I didn't want to switch back because I did so much. I do have a backup in 4.2, but I'm also noticing some issues. Ooh, Hicatile. There was a... Would that Z depth value thing have anything to do with... Here, let me save this, and then I want to open up another Godot. Um, Big Orly, thanks for hanging out. Good to see ya. Have a good day. Okay, so yeah, this is something we were testing out. Hicatile. And if I'm saying your name wrong, please correct me. So I've got some volumetric fog hidden in here that should be showing just by default. Now, if I take the same scene and open up a 2, let me see if I can find something that... Here, let's just use spinning because it's a good one to test shit out with. AKA, I'm sorry for breaking your shader. Alternative maybe. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, there. So Hecatile, is that why this is not quite? This doesn't work um on 4.3 beta quite right. Emo Giraffe 450, welcome in. Remind me to never let you meet my friend Giraffe Killer. I for some reason I don't think the two of you are going to get along. He's a good guy, good musician, but I'm just getting this feeling. All right, so let's see if this shader that I pulled from Godot shaders is using any of this stuff. And just to show, Ciasanic, welcome in. Alternative, maybe language. I'm guessing you're asking what language I'm coding in. Right now, I'm using GD script for Godot. Oh yeah, editable children. That's what I wanted. So yeah, let's go here, and we need to make a couple quick changes here. This is something completely different that I've been working on off and on for a bit as part of my Godot overlay. Bad. Ah, poop. right, so to show you what I've been working on, a new version of the raid alert.
Hey, insert rating streamer's name here. Thank you for the raid. How did insert last activity here go? Now, let's rock.
A little bit ridiculous, but especially the part where the mouths disappear. I was thinking about modulating like the colors on this too, but or just getting rid of the minis maybe. So that's the other thing that I've been working on in the Godot overlay. We're probably going to improve on that. But okay, let's see. There, back to the normal map depth. Back to this. Let's see. Okay, so writes to depth in the fragment processor function. We're not doing that. Writes or we're not in vertex. Are we? And reads from depth texture. Are we reading from that? Does not look like it. So that, or operates in clip space. Is that a thing that we're doing? I love this. I absolutely love this. If you insist on continuing your operations in Clip Space, then I'm sorry we broke your shader. I trust you know how to fix your shader. Basically, if you're doing something anti-pattern, sorry, but you took the risk on your own. You should probably know how to fix it if something like this happens, right? Let's just throw this in a bookmark. Done. Yes. Okay, great. Now if I enable shadow, that didn't do it. Ooh. If I... Oh, nope, nope. I wonder here... No, not that. I do that and then... What did I just select? Icon. I mean, if I had a job, I wouldn't stream nearly as much, but I don't have job, so I stream. I wish I had job. Teach PHP. Have you been on Twitch at all and seen like all the PHP hate? Because there's a lot of it. It's like, ha, PHP is dead. PHP. Oh, you're not HTMX. Fuck you. I'm also running into the problem with it where I mean I want to, but with the job market the way it is, the fact that I can't find a job as a senior dev, I don't think that it's a great idea to like start flooding the market with new talent who's also going to be like in the same boat of not being able to find a job. So instead, fuck it, we game. Spawn learns, I appreciate that. This is my mental health um safety net. Yeah, that's a word that I'll use. I'm looking for a job manually, Icon. I am putting out resumes like 6 or 7 a day. I'm reaching out to hiring managers. I'm reaching out to my connections. I don't trust headhunters. I don't. I have had nothing but bad experiences with them. For example, one yesterday reached out to me and said, send me your resume and I'll call you right away. So I did that. I put the stream on pause, turned on words on stream. And well, thanks, TD. That means a lot. 20-30 minutes later, after I made it clear, I sent them another message on LinkedIn, like, hey, I'm not intentionally ignoring you. If I don't pick up, call a second time, because in my house, my reception is not great. And, well, it's kind of short notice for me to get out and drive to the gas station down the road and sit in the parking lot. So they're like, okay, noted. Sent my resume. Didn't hear a fucking thing from them all day. I have a very hard time trusting recruiters. And there was another one that I had a conversation with when I was at DrupalCon that was really, I really like, yeah, we're gonna get you. Ooh, we're gonna get you that work. We're gonna get you that work. Tell you what, by next week you're gonna have insurance. And you'll be making your requested hourly. Yeah. Ooh. Get back from Portland. Like, hey man, yeah. So when could we get started? Oh well, we don't have anything right now. You fucking told me that I would have insurance by next week. No, I spent a lot of time talking with you, and you made a lot of promises, but yeah, I got nothing from it. So what little faith I had in that's been my overall experience with recruiters and headhunters in general. I hate to say it, I want to give people benefit of the doubt, but fool me once, shame on you. That's not quite right. Wilger, I agree. I completely agree. Where the hell's my blender? Where's my blender? So I get it. I mean, there's two sides to it. A recruiter wants to make money. A recruiter is going to make money by putting somebody in a job. A recruiter is going to makes commission off of how much money the employee gets. However, the majority of recruiters that I've dealt with, here's another scenario that just happened. Get a call for Actually, a friend of mine referred a recruiter to me for a higher ed job. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. I mean, the pay's not great, but it's job security. And I went through the initial phone screen. He's like, okay, you'll hear back within the next couple days about the next steps. And it happened to be on a meeting, a Drupal community meeting with somebody else who said, hey, well, I got to drop because I got an interview. Because guess what? A lot of us in the Drupal sphere are unemployed right now, and it fucking sucks. But hey, I got to drop. I got an interview coming up with a higher ed. I'm like reached out to him, in private message. Like, oh really? Uh, what are you interviewing for? And he told me it was the exact same thing. Now, rewind to 2 hours before that meeting when I got an email from the recruiter saying, "Hey, sorry, they decided to go with somebody internal, so we're not going to be moving on with you. I'll keep you in mind for the next one." Instead of having the guts to tell me, "Hey, I don't think you're a good fit for it. We're not going to move on, but I'll see if we can find something else." Just flat out, yeah, they're going with somebody internal, and hopefully it's not anybody who's really not internal. It, why lie about it? I mean, yeah, the recruiter wants to get their money, but you're not the only person they're talking to. That's something you got to keep in mind. You are not the only person they're trying to get their money through. And a lot of these are going to do my best to not sound as mean as I want it to, but I mean, there are a lot of offshore recruiters that are definitely using shotgun method, buying up email lists, not even looking, not even checking, you know, anything about the person that they're emailing, and sending out to any email they can come up with. Like I've made it clear I would like a remote job. I'm not going to relocate, and I'm getting emails. 3-month contract, must be on site in, you know, the middle of Utah. Urgent need. Send me your resume in Word format. No, I'll give you a PDF because I'm not. You reached out to me, and you know that if that's the case, they've sent it out to 1,000 other people, hoping that 3 bite. I've just lost all trust. I wish that wasn't the case. I wish there were. What the frick? What the hell is that? Non-uniform scale? Okay, hold on. Yeah, whatever. That's better than it was. I mean, my current goal, I don't know how likely it is. I mean, I don't keep track of my view count. I should. I look at the average after the fact, but not while it's happening. But I would love to make partner. I'd love to be able to, you know. Oh shit! Is that why? Oh no, no, that didn't work either. Why is it unwrapping like that? That is like the weirdest fucking. Unwrap that I have ever seen. Oh, is it because I don't have seams? Probably because I don't have seams. It's because I don't have seams. Really not gonna let me um click through that, are you? Haha. Aha. There we go. You know, Wooger, funny thing. I mean, now that's kind of like the goal, isn't it? I want to live in a tiny home down by the river. Vibing, bringing the good vibes in. No, there'll be plenty of time for that when you're eating government cheese and living in a van down by the river. Like, really? Are you saying that I could have riverfront property with a tiny home? You're speaking my language, Mr. Foley. Oh wow, that does not look. Okay, so that divides it pretty much into, no, that definitely isn't going to work. So mark that seam. Mark that seam. All right, let's see now if that's getting closer. No fill holes. There we are. Angle based. No. Where? What is that face? Okay, fine. What is that face? Yes, do not abbreviate. Let's just mark that as a seam as well. Wait, did you seam it? There. Mark as a seam. I better undo because I don't know where that last one ended up. There we go. That is much gooder. Holy shit. That's all it took. That's all it took. All right. All right. Now this. What the actual hell? UV unwrap. Why? What? Oh, those are the edges there. Okay. Damn it. Okay, so let's just pull this out. Oh, noes. Oh God, no, 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 no. This is bad. No, Wooger, it is a um it's a window, but I wanted to add normals to it and maybe some vector shit as well. But I mean, I made an oopsie. No wonder there are so many damn vectors or shapes. We don't want that. We don't want any of that shit. We don't want. Oh, RCB. 2 months.
The underscore RCB underscore live just subscribed for 2 months. Oh yo yes yahoo yes let's go.
Where's the thing that I'm looking for here? I'm honestly not sure what that just did, but RCB, back up yo shit. I can't say this enough. Back up your shit. Let's see, dissolve vertices. Okay, there we go. That's much gooder. Much gooder. Now there is still a quick matter of loop tools, bridge. 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 All right, RCB. Crash course. Actually, ads are going to be starting up here soon, and we'll do a crash course in Git just for you. Icon, sure. You can be part of it too. RCB, are you on are you on Windows, Mac, or Linux? I know you've told me. Windows, okay. Let's make sure that I didn't accidentally create multiple thingies here. Ah, what the? Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Mark a seam there. Wait, what the greasy fuck is going on there? All right, ads are starting up. I will be right back. Okay. All right, RCB. First thing, hold on. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make a couple of quick changes really quick. That's what a quick change is, right? Um the music can stay on, but there. All right, first thing you're going to do, get for Windows. Get everything is local. The get for Windows setup, and it's going to run you through all the stuff. I use a command line. You can use GUI. Or the UI if you want. I'm behind a little bit. So we're going to install Git for Windows here. I posted that link in the chat. So once we get this installed, then it should add a few different things. It should add git bash. We don't need release notes. It should add git command, git UI. All these are going to be different things. So git bash is very similar to using bash shell in. Okay, you've got git installed. Awesome. It's very similar to using well, a bash scripting system. It'll feel a lot like you're using Linux. You don't necessarily need to do that because as long as you have git command, or if you're using WSL, then you can go into your terminal and just do git, and it'll show up. If you're using WSL, the git should already be there. So the quickest way to get something is I do everything in a projects folder. So cd project, and let's just say which one haven't I done? Okay, cd spinny. Now there are two files here: git attributes, git ignore. Those were made by Godot. All you have to do to get started: git init initialized empty repository. Now if I look at the dir, It's actually not showing, but there is a Git file or a Git folder. But then that Git folder is a bunch of information about what you do add or what you don't add, where the repo lives. It's got your commit history and everything. So we can get out of that. Now the initial commit, you're going to want to be a little bit careful. Let's just, can I cat here? No, I can't cat. Let's just take a look at the folders here. All right. So if we open up our git ignore, going to open up with VS Code, and it has some stuff that you want, or that it automatically says that you should ignore. I recommend, especially with game, that you ignore everything, any PNG, any of your image assets, or anything that's going to be, you know, extremely large. You don't necessarily need your image assets in your repo. So once you get rid of those things, and you can usually check it by going back to your terminal, git status, and it'll tell you what is available, what it's going to add in. So for your initial commit, you're going to add in everything that isn't ignored. So git add / will add in everything. And if you do git status, you can see everything is here marked as a new file because nothing's been done. So the big thing to get history started is git commit. I use -m here, which is short for with commit message, initial commit. Now git status, nothing to commit, working tree clean, which is great. Now, if we were to go and change something, or actually, let's do git log, we can see we have one commit, a single initial commit. Now, if I go in, and let's just say, since we're looking at that file anyway, git ignore, we'll open that up, and then say that we want to make a quick change to our GD script here. Say that we want to change the color on the card. I believe this is something that I was working on with you. But say we want to change it from that to black. Now we can go back here, git status, and now since we save changes to git ignore and to card, it's going to show those as modified. Now one thing that I like to do to visualize, we could either do git diff, which will show you the additions and the files that were removed. Exit out of that with Q, or I like to do git add key, which will take you through all the files, and you can check to see what you want to add. And it'll say stage this hunk. Now it doesn't mean me. It instead means this chunk of code. Yes. Yes. Git status. Those are modified. Git commit. Adding git ignore, and changing color. It's best if you make meaningful git commits or commit messages, because then you could look back in your git log and see, oh, okay, this is what I did. This is what I wanted to change. Great. And if you do commits somewhere down the line, you're like, oh, where the hell did I change that color? Because I don't remember doing that. Hey, look, changing color. That's what I did. Now, if you wanted to put this on GitHub, or GitLab or anything, repositories, create a GitHub account, Spinny, add description if you want. You can make it public, private, and create repository. Now it gives you all of the information here that you need to get started. If you can set it up in desktop. I do everything by SSH. So you go in here, and once you get the location, and it could be either HTTPS or SSH, and it gives you all of the instructions. Since we already started a repo locally, these are the instructions that we'd use. So we're going to do git remote add origin and paste in that. Now, if we do git remote, it'll show that we have origin. If we want to know more, git remote, it'll tell you all the details. Now we're on the branch main. We could check that. Git branch. It'll tell you what branch we're on. Main branch is going to be the branch that everything ends up going into. It used to be called master. We're getting away from that terminology. So the main branch. Now, when you work on a feature, then you can merge it into the main branch. But we're gonna git push our main branch. Actually, change the branch to main, and that's gonna say that our main branch is main. And git push -u is for upstream. It's going to say that we're setting the upstream branch that we're about to mention as our branch that matches this one. Git push u origin, which is the Git repository that we're pushing to, and which branch we're pushing to main. Now, big thing here, branch main set up to track origin main. Now, if I go back here, do a quick little refresh, and there, we've got everything. Now, if you want to test features, the big thing about Git is, let's just say that we want to test out and see, if something's going to work or not. Git check out a new branch, which is -b, name of our feature. New color. So we're on branch color, or branch new color, and we can check that. Git branch. It says we're on new color. Now we can make changes. So if we go into VS Code here, okay, let's change that back, and let's add in, oh, I don't know, a GG, because G is not part of the hexadecimal numbering system, so that'll break. So if we did that, save it, we can go back to git status, git add card, git commit, new color, git push origin. Actually, we're going to set the upstream origin. There, now it created a new branch, and if you're using GitHub, you'll get this, so you can go, nope. You go here to this, and create a pull request for yourself, Now, I'm not going to fill in all the description. Ordinarily, especially if you're going against a different repo or you're contributing to something, I added a new color. You create this pull request, and then it's checking to see if it can merge. And now you have history. You can check to see in your main branch if things work. Let's merge in this pull request, confirm merge. If we go to code, see merge pull request from new color. We can see that the last file that changed was this one. If we try to run this, it's going to break because there is no color with the number G in it. And then if we needed to, oh crap. Let's go back to this pull request. Things were bad. Let's revert it. And we can do this in GitHub. Reverts this pull request because GG isn't a hex number, jackass. Create the pull request. Now, if you're working with other people, this is a great time to have other people take a look at your code and review it. But I'm going to merge it in because I'm not working with anybody else, and this is just a demonstration. So if we go back to code, merged it. All right, we reverted new color, and we've got that history. Now, to see everything locally, let's go back into our terminal. Git fetch origin. Git checkout main. Your branch is behind origin main by 4 commits. So let's pull, git pull. And so it's not going to bring in any changes because honestly nothing changed after we did the merge and revert. But we have that history. So now git log. And we can see we reverted it. And we still have all that history. Now, does that make sense? Does that help you kind of understand how to get started with it? Good. Now, I put a marker before I did this, so we might be taking this and turning it into a quick tutorial on YouTube, which is why I hid everything away. Do we have everything back here now? Yep. And we Gucci. There's a lot more you can do with it. There's a lot of advanced